So should the Dungeon Master ever say no? That is the question that we're going to explore in this D&D vlog from both the perspective of the players and the DM as co-creators of this adventure, of this game, of this world. Now, from my perspective as a DM, and often this perspective gets me into trouble, but I believe with what it brings to the narrative, it is 100% worth it. I let my players, any class, any combination, whatever you want to play. We're playing Forgotten Realms and you want to pull in something from Eberron, Warforged, let's figure it out, right? We'll come up with a backstory. We explored this in my previous vlog, Session 0 or Level 0, where you create your character, you give a backstory. It may be very complex or it might just be a few sentences, but essentially something I can use to hook in to the campaign, to the narrative. Now, this is going to have consequences. This is going to have consequences. You show up as a Warforged in Forgotten Realms, they're going to think you're a knight. They're going to be trying to figure that out. Or wizards, when they find out that you're some sort of animated magical construct, they're going to be very interested in you. You can do whatever you want, but there are consequences. And I'm not saying that in a punishing way. I'm saying that in just kind of a natural law, natural logic type way. Now let's carry this over into the game. I never say no to my players. It's simple physics. I mean, let's jump back here to the real world. I can do whatever I want in this world. I could jump off a mountain. I don't have the ability to fly. Nothing is going to change that. I haven't reached that level where I've got my fly spell. So in the D&D world, you can try and attempt and do whatever you want. And sometimes it's an auto pass, right? You have a high enough strength and you want to smash something. Okay, we could roll the D20. Maybe you get a 1 if we're playing with critical failures, but you're going to be able to do it. Other times it's kind of the standard DC check. And other times the DM has to think about it for a minute. You want to go in and say this. You want to role play that. But I am of the mind and the ability as a DM. It is not my job to say no. I will never say no, both in character creation and in what you want to do in the adventure. I mean, this is the whole point of it. But I am going to play it out using the rules where necessary, and at other times just kind of looking and saying, well, this isn't in the rules. Based on the narrative of the world and the campaign, how would things play out? There will be consequences. There will be results. And from that perspective, I think the DM as a storyteller, the players as a storyteller, the back and forth participation, that maintains it, but at the same time really keeps that open and makes sure, and this is important to me, make sure that every player has a voice and is heard at the table.